continuously. And for example, and after that I will do a short break. For example, one very specific case is when you have that VA is equal to 0 or VA about equal to 0. Because in this case, you have m dot. M dot is rho A, VA, AA. M dot is there. The engine is taking air out of the air when you start the engine or when you are doing a taxi, for example. But VA is equal to 0. This is not equal to 0. The only solution is that this is equal to infinite. And so you see that depending on the flight condition, AA, or the flow before the physical intake, will change totally. You can go from this type of flow when VA is very, very small, that is a pure convergent, non-physical convergent, to a flow that is a divergent. And so the study of what you have in front of the intake is crucial in order to understand what will happen in an aircraft engine. And this is certainly one of the most complicated points. This is to understand that this AA is existing and that this AA can change so much. If the m dot here inside the engine is the same, when you start the engine on the gate in the airport, you have a flow that is like this, and when you are on the line before taking off, it's still like this, and when increasing the speed on the runway, it will move from the green streamline to the white streamline like this. And if you increase even more the speed, AA will again decrease, and you can have a flow that is more and more diverging, or a divergent that is more and more severe before the intake. This is a big, big problem, and you see that it's complexifying the problem because we have not only added the sections that I've called 5 and 0, you are also adding the section A. That was already there, because we have TA, we have PA, we have rho A, like in the basic gas turbine engines, but we have added this AA that was not there, and that must be computed, considered. You need to understand what is this value of AA, and that is not so easy to understand or to compute, and that will change a lot because this is the only non-physical section that we have in the engine. You see that all sections 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are physical sections, so you can measure the size, the diameter, the area. But this section here, AA, is unknown and is changing during the flight, depending on the altitude, depending on the flight speed, depending on the position of the throttle for the pilot. This is a very complex situation. Okay? Okay, let's take a short break, and after that, so we continue with the study of the thermodynamic cycle.